Hi everybody, I'm the developer behind Soviet Soldier, and I decided to do a playthrough of the game for those who can't play the game or want to get a look at it before they decide to purchase it. I'll also be giving my developer commentary over some cutscenes throughout the game, which might affect the experience for some people, so if you're looking for a more of this story-driven experience, I'd recommend playing the game yourself. Warning, this game does include spoilers, obviously. So if you're worried about getting any spoilers, I'd recommend not watching this video. Alright, without any further ado, let's go. New game. Are you going to start a new game? Yep. Game loads very quickly, so you don't have to see much of a loading screen.
Ivan, wake up for breakfast.
Coming. I'm starving. Hope it's something edible today.
As you can see there, they got the typical Soviet propaganda posters that they're very famous for to try and boost morale at the time. You know, this game takes place during World War II, where obviously bad stuff was happening for them, so they had a bit of a morale problem at the time. Another propaganda poster to your right there.
Morning, Mom, Dad, Alexei.
Mom, is there any more food?
I'm sorry, Alexei. That's all we were rationed. There isn't even enough for me or your father to eat.
So this game takes place during World War II, where, you know, since the Germans invaded, the Soviets had to ration their foods out to try and, you know, and make sure everyone had enough food. Similar to other countries, but in Soviet it was a lot harsher since, you know, the Ukraine, aka the breadbasket, was taken over relatively quickly by the Germans. And you see here, here's the first decision of the game. Who do you want to give? Do you want to eat your food or give it to your dad? So I'm going to make the nice decision and give the food to the dad.
You need it more than I do.
Are you sure, son?
This
Thanks.
patriarch of the family, he probably needs it
I would
more.
have more food for us, but I worry that Gleb has been stealing food from us when I leave.
Poor kid. I told his father not to protest when they were taking his farm, but he didn't listen to me, and he was taken away, leaving his family with no ability to provide for themselves.
This is referencing the collectivization that happened in the Soviet Union. A lot of farms were taken and kind of given to collective farms to try and increase productivity, but had not as great effects. And a lot of the farm owners, kulaks were known at the time, were resentful about getting their farms taken. So they were often either killed or sent to the gulags. I'm going to go with sympathy towards the kid.
I feel sorry for that kid. Maybe we could get some food for him.
I wish I could, son. But there isn't enough food for everyone. Well, I have to go to work now. Those boys on the front need our guns. You kids stay safe. Love you, Nina. Bye.
Bye, Dad.
I hope you boys are ready for evacuation day. Remember, it's only in 3 days.
Do we have to leave?
Yes, Alexei, the government is ordering us to leave because the Germans are getting too close to us. Hopefully we will be relocated somewhere safer. If you boys are done packing for evacuation day, then you can try and find some food.
Where are we going to find food? I thought you said we were out.
That is true, but I heard that the Sokolov family just abandoned their house. In their haste to leave, they may have forgotten to take all of their food. You should go over to the wooden houses and search for their food.
All right, I'll go.
I'm coming with you, brother.
Alright, so since this is taking place during World War II, the Soviets evacuated a lot of their civilian populations to the east. Yeah, east. Never eat soggy waffles. And, you know, to do this, it's like a lot of people had to abandon their homes and their livings to try and, you know, get food. To try and survive. And some people evacuated earlier than others, as reference for the Sokolov family, to try and, you know, make sure they beat the Germans. Alright, so now the objective is to try and find some food near the wooden houses. And I guess for anybody who's getting stuck, it's the one over here. is also a walkthrough, I guess, since I know everything about what happens in the game.
Well, it's not much, but it's greater than I had for breakfast.
Well, what should we do with the food now, brother?
Here's another option. You either have the option to give the food to your dad, or to give it Gleb, the kid that was stealing food because he lost his father. I'm gonna say we're gonna give it to the poor kid since we already gave some
Let's
food to
give
our
it to
dad.
Gleb. That poor kid needs something to eat.
Mhm. And you see these apartment buildings right here called communal apartments. Before the more famous Khrushchev apartments, Khrushchev buildings, I forget what they're called exactly. That's what a lot of Soviets lived in during the Stalin era. Compared to the Khrushchevs, they were a lot more, I think, compact and less individual. Give food to Gleb.
Hi, Gleb. We, found some food for you.
Thank you.
So, Gleb, how have you been surviving all this time?
I rely on the berries that grow in the forest. You are more than welcome to go get some.
Brother, if we go to the forest, then we can get food for Father or some food for evacuation day.
Nice to see Alexei being so upbeat. Alright, so see now objective top right, get more food for dad or for evacuation day. By the way, like as you go over to some characters, you can hear them talk.
I know you are doing us proud.
It's a combination of like
defending our
some
country from
AI
these
voice actors
Germans.
and some people who contributed to the Kickstarter to actually get their voice in the game. Alright, so now we need to find some food. Alright, this one just kind of like, it shows directly like where the berries are. I had some play testers who were complaining that they couldn't find all the berries in the forest, so I decided to add little exclamation marks over it so it'd be easier for them to find. Here we go. One left. This is kind of like the calm before the storm, you know, everything's like peaceful, you hear the music, the wilderness.
Brother, come look at this.
Huh?
You can see right there, there's Germans right there.
Hide!
German scouts already getting near the village. Not a good sign.
Ich glaube, wir sind in der Nähe der Stadt. Halt deine Augen offen. Was war das?
Alright, I'm gonna tell Alexei to be quiet. Hopefully he's not looking directly at Alexei.
Ich sehe nichts. Bleib ruhig, Klaus. Es war wahrscheinlich nichts. Los, wir gehen zurück.
You see they're going away. But we're gonna have to go to Alexei.
Brother, we need to get back to town. Now!
Alright. Now we have to get back to town, hurry to alert everyone that's what's going on so we can actually evacuate the village a little bit earlier than we anticipated. You know, Germans very quick during World War II, Blitzkrieg and all. Alright.
What happened, boys?
Well, here's the Commissar, political officer.
Sir, there are Germans in the forest!
Germans? Here?
That's an air raid siren. Kind of let everyone know something bad's going on.
We have reports of German scouts in the woods. I need you to ready the defenses.
Yes, sir.
Comrades, stay calm.
Boys, what is going on?
Dad!
We saw Germans in the woods!
Oh dear God. Listen to me carefully, boys. I need you two to go to my room. And in my room you will find a gun near my bed. Grab that gun and get back as quick as possible.
Georgie, I need your help with something.
Let's go, brother.
Alright. And the whole town's gearing up for the defenses right now. You're gonna have to go try and get the gun to get ready. And that guy's still sleeping through this whole thing. That's impressive, almost. Grabbed a gun. We're gonna rush back to Dad to give it back to him. Alright. Here we go.
Good. You boys are back. Did you get the gun?
Yeah, Dad. Here it is.
I want you to hang on to it. And whenever you see a German get close to you, just pull that trigger until he falls down. This pistol only has 8 shots, so use them sparingly.
Attention, comrades. All those with prior military training or weapons training are now conscripted into the Red Army. Arm yourselves and prepare for the defense of the motherland.
Ivan, I want you to look after your brother. Alexei, I want you to follow your brother. I'll be back soon, boys.
Incoming!
Alright, that's a German artillery strike that just happened, showing that they're getting close.
Everyone, defend the motherland!
Brother, please don't go.
I'm gonna go fight with the Germans to make sure that we can actually defend our home.
We have to defend our home.
Okay, but I'm staying with you.
Alright, you see it right there, a little bit of instruction, you know, right click aim, left click shoot. There's a lot of kick to the pistol since this is your first time using it. Alright, and you see right there, another artillery strike happened right nearby you that knocked you out for a little bit.
Brother, wake up.
Retreat! Retreat!
Brother, thank God you're alive.
And you can see there's the Commissars fleeing with all of his soldiers and goods.
Brother.
Move!
And you can see right there all the Germans, you know, lining up civilians, you know, German Nazi thing to do.
Attention, Russians. We demand to know the location of your strategic oil reserves.
As you know, the Germans are always kind of in desperate need for oil in Operation Barbarossa. You probably heard a rumor that some oil was stored here.
Mom!
And you see to the right of him, that's an SS officer trying to attack him. Infamous for, you know, killing civilians and doing other horrible things, so it's in his character.
Now, tell me where the oil reserves are, or I kill him.
Stop. Please, I'll show you where they are.
Very good. Now take us to the oil reserves.
Unfortunately, due to complications with the game in Germany, I had to censor all of the swastika images, so it kind of like makes it a little bit less historical, but it like allows the game to be published through Steam and everything. It's a little bit unfortunate.
Brother, we'll get through this. I'll take care of you.
Was dauert denn da so lange?
Long live the Soviet Union!
Dad?
See, Dad exploded the factory there.
God.
As many, a lot of the Soviets destroyed factories and other resources, scorched earth tactics to try and prevent the Germans from using them as much as they could. Now we're going to try and run out of here as quick as possible before shot in the back.
Schießt sie!
Try and keep running, don't look back type thing, you know. It's only going to make it worse. Gotta run as quick as possible.
After we barely escaped from the
There
Nazis,
we go.
we had to hide in the woods to avoid ending up dead. We saw the Nazis burn and slaughter other towns, while we were only able to hide and hope to find some food in the smoldering ruins of the towns after the Nazis left. We were barely able to scrounge up enough food to keep us alive. I worry about the trauma that Alexei has. No one should have to see their parents die in such a gruesome fashion, let alone a kid. I wish I could do something more to help him, but my main objective now is to keep us alive.
Yeah. Alright, so that is the first level of Soviet Soldier done right there. Alright. I wanted to thank you all for watching this. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe the video. Alright, I'll see you all later.